Hello student, I hope you all are safe at home. So today we are going to start chapter number 8 of Social Science, Role of Parliament in a Democratic Country. Now let us discuss some questions. Who gives the power to the government to take decisions and implement laws? Now the answer to this question depends on what type of government is in that particular country. In democracy, supreme power is vested in the people and is exercised directly by them or by their elected agents. Now, they elect their leaders by casting a vote. The elected leaders and representatives form the government. In a democracy, the government has to give clarifications and provide reasons for the decisions undertaken. The other form of government is the monarchy. In this type of government, the power to take decisions and run administration is in the hands of the king or queen. King discusses the matters with his group of advisors, but the power to take the final decision lies with the king or queen only. Now, the most important characteristic of democracy is that the sole power to rule is not in the hands of one person or a group of people, but every citizen is a member in the decision making process. People themselves are the creators of their destiny. The word for democracy in Gujarati is Lokshai. Democratic government is for the people. It means the welfare of the people is the main aim of the government. Democracy is run by people as the representatives elected by the people run the administration. Now student, for your knowledge, you can see the chart, things to know. Form of government, monarchy and democracy. Again, the democracy is two types, presidential and parliamentary government. In presidential government, unitary government and federal government. And in parliamentary government, unitary government and federal state. Now student, your school must have been organizing elections for school panchayat. Similarly, your class monitor also must have been elected. At times, it happens that the monitor is not elected but selected directly. As a result, others who wanted to be the monitor feel discontented and express their disapproval. So, like it is done in the school panchayat, representatives are elected in a democratic government too. The leader of the party that wins the majority of seats becomes the prime minister and he selects members from the group of elected representatives to form the council of ministers. These ministers are assigned various departments and duties. Now the next topic is, how is the parliament formed? Now, parliament. India has adopted parliamentary form of democracy. The parliament is the supreme institution in India. The Parliament of India consists of the president and the two houses, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is known as lower house and the Rajya Sabha is known as upper house. Now, in Lok Sabha, total members are 545 and 26 seats for Gujarat. And in Rajya Sabha, total members 250 and 11 seats for Gujarat. The Indian Parliament formed post-independence is the symbol of trust of the people of India. The main features of decision making in a democracy are people's consent and their participation. In our system of governance, the parliament enjoys complete power since it comprises the elected representatives of the nation. Now, parliament functions as stated below. The first one, to control the government and to provide information and guidance to it. Second one, to make laws and make amendments in them. You can see the picture of parliament is given in your textbook. Okay. Now, the next topic is, how is Lok Sabha formed? It is called the House of the People. The election for the Lok Sabha and the State Legislative Assembly, that is Vidhan Sabha, are conducted in the same way. Lok Sabha elections are held every 5 years. Each constituency is represented by one elected member in the parliament. The candidates who contest for the seat in parliament are usually active in various political parties. The elected candidate is known as the Member of Parliament, that is MP. All these elected members collectively form the Lok Sabha. Now, how is the ruling party formed? After the elections of Lok Sabha, party-wise list of all the members of the parliament is formed. From this list, it becomes clear how many members from which political parties are there. If any party wants to form the government, then there should be a majority of elected members from that party. After the elections, the leader of the party or a coalitions of the parties which has a clear majority in the parliament is appointed as the Prime Minister in the Lok Sabha. The Prime Minister of India is the head of the ruling party. The Prime Minister selects ministers from the members of his party. In this way, the Council of Ministers is formed. The ministers with Prime Minister take all the decisions. These ministers take care of the responsibilities of the work related to their respective ministries such as health, education, finance, etc. Each minister is responsible for any question related to his ministry to the members of parliament. Now student, in my next video, I will explain you the further topic. Thank you.